Good morning. I wanted to hop in here. I'm coming home from dropping off the middle schooler early this morning. She had to be there. And the reason why she had to be there earlier than usual is because she didn't get her assignments done in time. And I'm making her have to go to school early for what they call tutorials. And possibly stay late some days too. So she's not very happy with me right now, but we're only in week 3 of school and she's already kind of falling into old habits from last year that really kind of, are not always like she loves okay, let me say this. Her subjects that she's passionate about and that she loves to do, man, like theater or writing or whatever, she's on that, right? Like white on rice. I mean, she has you can hear her singing and practicing and talking about stories and working on her stories and doing those things that she really loves and enjoy without any problem. I mean, I don't even have to say it and she does it. But the things that she doesn't quite enjoy so much, like math, and, well, we'll just say math because that's what it is right now. And that she feels like she has to put extra effort into because it doesn't, quote unquote, come naturally to her to, enjoy it and want to do it. She'll procrastinate. She'll pull it off. And, maybe she picked it up from me because I tend to do the same thing. And, it has been one of those things that, whether it's exercise, whether it's work, whether it's eating my greens in a day, that I put it off. I procrastinate and don't do it when I should. So then at the last minute, I'm having to hurry up and make it happen or throw my hands in the air and say, oh, well, didn't make it, just didn't get it done. Oh, well, I'll have to deal with the consequences. Boo, And I'm trying to teach her to undo that habit a little bit by, with a little reinforcement that, if you get an assignment, if you continue to turn in your assignments late, you're going to be at school early on purpose to go to math tutorials, to work on your homework, until you prove otherwise, that you can manage your time at home and get it done at home on your own time and in the own comfort of your room and so forth and so on. So I'm kind of controlling the conditions a little bit. But as I was listening to the Morning Miracle in my drive time this morning, and, I've been reflecting on my own habits in, well, it's a constant thing. I mean, I'm constantly trying to improve myself and self-reflect and all that, right? So, particularly in my business right now, I have certain goals that I want to reach. And in order to accomplish, whether it's business or fitness or nutrition or health or school or whatever relationships, whatever your big goal is that you want to achieve, so that it has to be broken up into smaller pieces or smaller action steps and that you recognize contribute to the big thing ever happening. So it's like, obviously you can have a big steak on your plate, but you're not going to get that entire steak in your belly in one whole bite. In order to accomplish the goal, you're going to have to, take little bites over and over and over again in order to get the entire thing in you, ingested, right? To get all the benefits of a yummy steak and all the loveliness of it. Well, it's the same thing with this life that we want to create, whether it's health or wealth or relationships or whatever. We need to be able to identify where we can make small changes happen, because here's the deal. Nothing's going to be different until you do something different, until you do different. You get it? So I know that a lot of times our focus is, I just want to be more like so-and-so, or I want to be more like such and such, or I want to be motivated. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. I want to be disciplined. I want to be better at time management. I want to get, well, in order to do those are big things. Those are, overall big dreams or goals that we have for ourselves. In order to get it accomplished, we have to break it down into small action steps. So let's say, the obvious, right? If we have, so like if I want to lower my cholesterol, for instance, then, I need to identify the foods that help with lowering cholesterol. And then I need to plan when I'm going to actually ingest all those lovely foods, and instead of the foods that continue to hurt and not produce any health in my body, right? If I have a big goal where, it's like, okay, that's going to require me to make more money, I have a bigger goal to make more money or or to have more freedom, then that's going to require a change in my scheduling. So I need to be able to identify where I can either scoop something out of the way and to create more time, or where I can maybe get up a little earlier. How much extra time each day am I going to need in order to, get that extra work or that extra focus or that extra effort in order to accomplish that big goal, right? So but until those small action steps happen, the big one never happens, because all those little action steps are what add up to create the big thing that we want for ourselves. So my daughter right now is having her hand forced upon her a little bit to have to take the time in the morning to go by being at school early. Instead of, in the evening on her own time at home, I'm kind of forcing her hand. But the point is to teach her the habit of this is what it takes to get my assignments done on time, early even, so I don't suffer the consequences of a lesser grade. And I can actually have more free time. I can maybe stay at home a little longer in the mornings. I can have that extra friend time if she wants to ride the bus and not get dropped off by mom. You follow what I'm saying? So in the same way, we have to be able to do that for ourselves. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to just take a real look at your life and at your day-to-day habits, because you can have you can start this journey with major motivation, but unless you continue to generate that motivation like every single day, it's gonna fade, and the motivation alone is not gonna get you where you need to be. You need to take that motivation and apply it to a real analyzing of your day, and realize, where can I start something? Where can I take something away? And what needs to happen in order to accomplish this one big thing, right? So I hope that kind of gets you thinking a little bit. Where are you still struggling? Is it because you haven't committed to creating a new little action step, putting it in place so that the bigger goal can happen, right? So, I mean, it could be as simple as setting an alarm clock across the room so that you stop sleeping in and skipping that extra pocket of time to get your work in, or get a workout done, or to plan a meal, plan your meals for the day, whatever it is. So start thinking about that. Jot down below, where are some areas, what is like one small action step that you can make this week for that one big goal that you have, that over time will help you accomplish it. All right, y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you later.